My name is Lauren Eckstrom, and welcome to this 60-minute power yoga practice called Flowing Through the Six Dimensions. This is a shorter version of the 75-minute master class that I offer as part of our new online holistic yoga flow teacher training. So you'll get a feel of what it's like to embody the six dimensions. This class starts with a brief talk about those six dimensions to help give you some context for the practice before we jump into it. I hope you enjoy. Be sure to click subscribe below, and I'll see you at the end. Time to talk about this class today. So listen in a way that feels right for you before we begin the actual practice of moving the body and integrating the breath. This class today, this practice today is called Flowing Through the Six Dimensions. And for those of you that have ever taken a class with myself or with my husband, Travis, you might have sensed that there is something different about the style of yoga that we teach, which we call holistic yoga flow. And flowing through the six dimensions is an embodiment of what holistic yoga flow really looks to capture and provide both on the mat and off the mat and in our lives. So we refer to the six dimensions, which are the different layers of each and every one of us. And this is derived from yoga philosophy directly, what's called the koshas in subtle anatomy. And our new online holistic yoga flow training helps anybody to understand more about these different dynamics and how they integrate into your physical practice, but also off the mat as a living philosophy for your life. Now, I know for myself, when I did my first teacher training, I had zero interest in teaching yoga. And I know that there are so many of you on here right now that have had long-standing yoga practices, and yoga has fundamentally supported your life or changed your life, and you don't want to be teachers either. And the new online training is great if you love this practice and you want to know more about yoga and learn more about yoga. It's great for you too. If you're interested in teaching and you want to know more about this particular style of yoga, whether you've already been certified to teach or you're just starting down that path, this is a training that's great for everybody. And this class today is a sample of the master class that I teach in that training, the Power Yoga Master Class that I guide. So what we'll do today is we will have a physical, embodied experience of those six dimensions. The first dimension is the body, because we all live life through a body. It's how we're experiencing life. Whatever kind of body we have, however able-bodied we are, we're experiencing life this way. And so first we access the dimension of the body through yoga poses and postures. And that can be any kind of yoga. It could be power yoga, yin yoga, restorative yoga. It all helps us to access the physical body. Today we'll do that through a power yoga practice. And then we enter into what's called the energy dimension. And the energy dimension is accessed through the breath. And you know that the breath is a key part of a yoga practice. If we don't have the breath, we don't really have yoga. We have some sort of weird gymnastics, and that's not what we're here to do. But when we activate the breath through breath work or pranayama, we start to touch deeper into the body, and then we start to come into the dimension of the mind. And the mind is the third dimension. And we often are touched at the level of the mind, for many of us, through science and research. Now we live at this really incredible moment in time where spirituality and science are these two rivers that have come together, and they're supporting and improving each other. And we'll talk a little bit about that. Oftentimes in each of the classes that we teach, we'll throw in a little bit of current clinical research that helps to support your deepening understanding of why your practice is so powerful for you. Then we touch into the dimension of the heart. And the heart is often accessed through having a sankalpa for the practice, or what's referred to as an intention, through poems, stories, quotes, other aspects of inspiration. Then we move into the dimension of awareness, and awareness is touched into through meditation. And meditating is a key part of the science of yoga. It's one of the limbs of yoga. It's some of the deeper limbs of yoga as we move into the spaces of focus and concentration, and then eventually full absorption. Lastly is the dimension of the soul. And no teacher can take you to the dimension of the soul. That's a place that hopefully, if you are fully committed to your practice, at the very end, when we have those last couple of moments in Shavasana, maybe we touch into that deep sense of ourself that is always underneath the turbulence of the mind or the turbulence of the life, the sense of soul that is pervading all things. And hopefully, in that space of Shavasana, maybe even just for a moment, we get to touch into that. And so we'll move through these 6 dimensions today through this practice. And hopefully, it helps you to understand what you're looking for in a class or in a teacher or even in your home practice. You know, both for myself and for Travis, what we found over the years was we would go to a class and the class was either super physical without any spirituality, or it was very spiritual without any physicality. And if one of the dimensions is missing, oftentimes we leave practice and feel a little bit like something just was left out, a dimension of ourselves was left out. So whether it's your personal practice, your practice with a teacher, or the practice that you might be out there in the world teaching, we want to see, can we bring in some way each of these 6 dimensions so that we give people a truly holistic experience? So that'll be our journey today. Go ahead and lay down, bend the knees, and as you recline back, spread the feet out wider than the hips. Let the knees fall together. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. You can close the eyes or not. And we always extend the option of closing the eyes simply because it conserves up to 30% of our energy. But if it's dysregulating for you or it causes you to vacate the body, then just keep the eyes open softly. And start by landing in your body. We do this by resourcing ourselves. Feel the soles of your feet connected to the floor. Your low back, maybe your sacrum or your upper back, the space of your shoulder blades connected to the mat. And your hands on your body. And so you enter into this first dimension of the body. And knowing that at any point in time, if the mind starts to take you someplace else other than this practice, you can come right back to this form of somatic resourcing, wherever we are, whatever pose or posture that we're in. Put your attention into the part of your body that is connected to the earth, whether that's the feet or the hands. And begin to draw into yourself a feeling of being both grounded and steady. And we'll begin to shift into the dimension of energy through a style of breathing referred to in yoga as samavriti, but also known as resonance breathing. And clinical research has shown that when we breathe in an even, balanced way, it begins to bring the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system into true harmony and equilibrium. So together, take a deep inhale through the nose. And open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Smooth breath in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Long, smooth breath out the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Through the nose, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Out the nose, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Twice more. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a steady breath in through the nose. Take a steady breath out through the nose. And start to shift into the sound of ujjayi, drawing the breath along the back of the throat. And without any judgment or criticism, just simply acknowledging that in some subtle or obvious way, the dimension of the mind has been affected by you landing in your body and breathing in this way. And so trusting the process of your practice, reach down, hug the knees into the chest. Staying with that ujjayi breathing, start to rock a little bit forward and back, eventually rocking all the way up to sweep the feet around you, plant the hands and shift back into your first downward facing dog of the day. Separating the feet as wide as they need to be for you, whether that's sitting bone distance or wider. Put a little bend into the knees and then arc the sitting bones up toward the sky, because down dog isn't just an arm strengthening pose, but it is a spinal lengthening pose. So with the little bend in our knees and the sitting bones arching up toward the sky, we often feel as if we can get a little bit longer through the low and the mid back, especially if the back body is tight. Over time, you might decide to straighten the legs, although you never need to. And staying with that breath, we'll start to link the body and the energy dimension together. On an inhale, flow to upper push-up plank position. As you exhale, place the knees down onto the mat, tabletop pose. Through the nose, inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, slip the shoulders down the back. And then out the mouth, exhale to round, pressing the floor away and spreading the shoulder blades apart. Through the nose, inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the tail to the sky. Down dog as you exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, whether knees are bent or straight. 2 more times. Inhale, forward, upper push-up plank. Exhale, tabletop pose. Inhale, cow pose, belly melts, heart lifts, collarbones spread. Out the mouth, exhale, cat pose, hang the head, lift the navel to the back. Through the nose, inhale, gaze forward, never throwing the head back. Down dog as you exhale, knees lift, firm the thighs back. Last time, inhale, forward, shoulders above the wrists. Exhale, knees descend to the mat. Through the nose, inhale, drag the heart through the gateway of the chest. Exhale, curl in and round, dome the back, breathing out the mouth. Through the nose, inhale one last time. Cow pose as your tail lifts. Downward facing dog as you exhale, press your way up and back. And then pause in downward facing dog. Align the ears between your upper arms. Roll your shoulders away from your ears as if to turn your armpits towards your heart. So you get a little bit broader through the upper chest, the upper back. Check in once again and notice the quality of your breath. Committing to the sound of ujjayi, starting to warm the body through the inside out. Knowing that as we breathe through the nose, we filter the breath so that we draw a clean, clear breath in. And in that way, we also start to warm the body. On an inhale, float your right leg up parallel to the mat. As you exhale, float step your right foot through between your hands, top of the mat. Lower the left knee down underneath your left hip, and on an inhale, rise up to a low lunge. Pause there. Slip back a little bit, stacking your knee above your right ankle, and then lifting your pelvis upright. So then you start to feel a little bit of a stretch through the front of the back left thigh. Take an inhale, grow a little bit taller through the fingertips as you lift the arms up. Then exhale, turn to the right, left arm forward, right arm behind you, and you engage in a little bit of a twist. Spread the arms out wide as if you could pull your collarbones across the front of your chest. Keeping your shoulders above your hips, give it one last little reach there. Then back to center inhale, turn the torso forward, lift both arms to the sky. Hands to the mat as you exhale, frame your front foot.
Inhale, lift your back left knee from the mat. Step forward as you exhale, folding at the top of the mat. Hang your head. Hands to shins, maybe pull the chest forward. Take an inhale, find a long spine and a flat back. Then exhale, fold once again, whether the knees are bent or straight. Again, always your choice as you drop in. Circle the arms to the sky. Inhale, press and rise all the way up to stand. At the top, drop the right arm down by your right side as you exhale and reach your left arm up and overhead so you get a big side stretch. Your gaze could be down toward the floor. It could be straight ahead or up and under your left arm as you stay with your breath. Inhale, reach the right arm back up to meet the left. Exhale, fold forward, dive down and fold over your legs once again. Chest out, inhale, lengthen the sides of the waist, the spine, the back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back with the right foot, then the left foot, pause and plank, take a breath. Shift forward onto your toes as you exhale, start to bend the elbows and lower slow the whole body down onto the mat. Cobra pose as you inhale, roll the shoulders down, drag the chest forward and hug the elbows in. Exhale, heart, chest, and chin to the floor, tuck the toes under, lift your hips up and back, press to downward facing dog. Float the left leg up on an inhale, parallel to the earth as the inner thighs hug in. Exhale, step the left foot forward, drop the right knee to the mat. Low lunge on an inhale, lift the arms up. And as we start to flow through this a little bit, we start to move the spine in all 6 directions that the spine needs to move in to be healthy for the full aspects of our life, for every aspect of our life. Take an inhale, lift the arms up. Twist toward the left as you exhale, right arm forward, left arm behind. Feel that you're drawing the navel back a little bit. And then fill the body with the breath. So even in these twisting positions, you're not restricting the breath, even though things are a little bit wound up, breathing out into the sides of the body, down into the belly and across the back. Give it one last little reach there. Back to center on an inhale, lift up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, lower the fingertips down, frame the front foot. Inhale, lift your right knee away from the mat. Exhale, step forward and fold in half at the top of your mat. Chest out on an inhale, hands to shins, glance out halfway, draw the heart forward and out. Then exhale, forward fold and melt. To the sky, inhale, root through the feet as you rise to stand. Left arm down as you exhale, right arm up and overhead. Press the feet down. And from that point of resistance, reach over with those right fingertips and grow a little bit longer. So you start to make space through the right side body. These muscles that actually get quite tight. And as we open them, it helps to give us more access to the breath. Both arms back up to the sky. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, dive down and melt. Chest out, inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hand, step the left foot back, then the right foot. Pause and plank, take a breath. Shift to the toes as you exhale, lower slow, a little pause in chaturanga, then release all the way down onto the mat. Inhale to cobra. So here you get your back bend as the shoulders slip down the back. Exhale, heart, chest, and chin to the floor. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back as we start to flow this. Inhale, lift the right leg up and off the mat. Exhale, foot forward, back knee to the mat. Inhale, low lunge, sweep and rise. Exhale, twist and turn to the right. Inhale to the center as you flow on the breath. Exhale, fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, left knee lifts. Exhale, step forward and fold in. Flat back, inhale, heart ahead. Exhale, fold and drop the head. Inhale to the sky as you rise to stand. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up and overhead. Inhale, both arms sweep up. Exhale, fold down and melt. Inhale, glance out, take the rounding out of the back. Exhale, hands down, right foot back, then left, lower slow to the mat. Inhale, cobra as the shoulders wrap down the back. Exhale, downward facing dog, tuck the toes, firm the thighs back. Inhale, left leg floats up and off the earth. Exhale, left foot steps through lightly. Inhale, low lunge as you rise to center. Exhale as you twist toward the left. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, right knee lifts up. Exhale, step forward and fold in. Inhale, pull the chest out. Exhale, drop the head and fold over the thighs. To the sky, inhale, root to rise. Exhale, left arm down, right arm overhead. You get a big side stretch. Inhale, both arms lift up. Exhale, fold down, let the breath out. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hand, step the left foot back, then the right, lower slow on the same out breath. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog if that's best. Down dog as you exhale, one more time, right and left. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right through. Inhale, low lunge, sweep and rise. Exhale, twist to the right side. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Inhale, left knee lifts. Exhale, step and fold in half. Inhale, pull the heart forward and out. Exhale, drop down, let the head go and melt. Inhale, reach up high to the sky as you rise to stand. Exhale, right arm down, left arm overhead. Inhale, both arms lift up. Exhale, fold over strong legs. Inhale, glance out, lift the navel so you firm the back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank and lower on the same out breath. Cobra or up dog. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, down dog, press back, stay with your breath. Inhale, left leg floats up. Exhale, left foot between hands. Low lunge, inhale, both arms to the sky. Exhale, last time, twist to the left side. Inhale, back up to the middle, reach and rise. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, right knee lifts. Exhale, step and fold top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, flatten out the back. Exhale, fold and let the rounding back in. Inhale, sweep and rise all the way up to the sky to stand. Exhale, left arm down, right arm overhead. Inhale, circle the left arm up to meet the right. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, last time, reach the chest out. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to upper push-up and lower slow as your elbows hug in. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Down dog as you exhale and pause there. As you pause in downward facing dog, take a moment, bring the knees to the mat. And even though it's early, let's take a moment in child's pose, big toes together. Knees as far apart as it feels right for you. You might rest the forehead to the earth. You might stack the forearms and make a pillow for your forehead. You could even use a block. And take a moment in child's pose to close your eyes and bring your attention inside. And attention is the highest form of love that exists. You know what it's like when someone pays full attention to you. And you know what it's like when someone is restricting their attention, distracted. And so today you set this intention to pay attention to yourself. Every dimension, every layer of you, your body and your breath, your mind and your heart. And behind it all, this dimension of awareness that is always there guiding and supporting you. Teresa of Avila said, the important thing is not to think much, but to love much. And so to do whatever best moves us toward love. And from this place, reach your arms forward and make that commitment to do whatever moves you toward love in your practice. Inhale, rise to all fours. Exhale, tuck the toes, shift back to downward facing dog, and just know that child's pose is always present if at any point you need to come back to that dimension of awareness. On an inhale, press the hips up and back, we move on. Bend the knees as you exhale, look forward, step or hop, feet to meet your hands. Chest out, inhale, long spine and back. Exhale, fold, melt back in. Bend the knees, drop the hips, sit back to your first chair pose. Shift the weight into the heels. Lift your navel up towards your face. And as you reach your fingertips up, can you sense that the body is really moving in all directions? The arms reaching up, what we call Udana Vayu, the upward flow of energy. The feet pressing down, what we call Apana Vayu, the downward flow of energy. And from those two places, you pull into your very center, what we call Samana. Take one more big inhale. Maybe you sit a little bit deep. Exhale, forward fold and dive down deep. Inhale, pull the chest out, flat back. Exhale, hands down, step to plank or float to chaturanga, lower slow, elbows in and back. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog, press back. Inhale, right leg floats up. Exhale, right knee toward the right elbow, roll the shoulders above the wrists. Inhale, reach the right leg all the way up and back. Exhale, knee to your nose, thigh to your chest, curl in. Inhale back to three-leg down dog. And exhale, twist right knee to left elbow as you hook the right hip under the left. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right foot forward, stay on the back toes this time. Circle the arms to the sky and rise to crescent pose. On the back toes, lift the left heel up, and then see if you can find that same energy of chair pose here, as if the sitting bones could draw down and the two frontal hip points could draw up. We'll integrate a little bit of pranayama into this flow beyond Ujjayi. Take an inhale, reach up high. Exhale, lean out halfway, shift the weight forward and float up to warrior three on that out breath. Take a couple of extra breaths here in this first round. The arms could stay out ahead of you if it's available today. Put a little bend into the standing right knee and start to circle the left hip down. So you find your version of a parallel spine. Give it one last little reach there. Then inhale to stand, arms to the sky, float the left knee up and into the chest. As you exhale, tongue out, hands to heart, lion's breath. Inhale, circle the arms up and notice if you got shy, even though you're home alone. Just have a little fun with yourself. Float back to warrior three as exhale. Pause there a moment. Right knee slowly. Your left toes back, the arch back. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step back and lower slow through the vinyasa, or you could skip it. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Down dog as you exhale, press back. Inhale, float the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, tap and touch. Inhale, drive the left heel up and back. Knee to nose as you exhale, navel to back. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee toward the right, getting the right hip under and the left shoulder back. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, step the left foot through, on back toes, circle and rise, crescent pose. Take a moment here and land in your body. Notice if you left your body. We are so used in this culture to dissociating. The mind goes somewhere else. So once again, resource yourself. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your breath in your body. Recommit to an act of love, which is doing this thing right here, fully and completely. Take an inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, lean out halfway, shift forward and float up to warrior three. This side might feel really different. Your standing legs have a different quality of tension to them. We use them differently. One's less dominant than the other. One might have an injury. So adapt here with love to what this side might be needing. Give it one last little reach. Then inhale, rise up, arms to the sky, right knee to the chest, hands to the heart, lion's breath, don't hold back. Inhale, circle both arms to the sky. Face can't be tense when we do that. Exhale, float back to warrior three. You're just there for a beat, you're passing through. Bend your left knee, drop step your right toes back, take a goodbye inhale in crescent pose. Exhale, hands to the mat, step to plank and lower slow, or skip it and meet us in down dog. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, down dog, as we just get ready to flow through that twice. So take a minute, maybe close your eyes or find one place for your eyes on the mat. Notice how you're showing up in your practice today. Has your self-care just become one other thing to check off of a list? Can you do this practice with a loving attention? Can you do this practice to love yourself, not to beat yourself up? Move closer to love with each transition, with each moment of awareness, with each breath. Here we go. We flow through it twice. Inhale, lift the sitting bones up and back. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop, top of the mat. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale, sit back, arms lift. Dive down, exhale over your version of straight legs. Inhale, pull the chest out. Exhale, step or float back and slowly lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog, press back. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, tap. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, three leg down dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, twist. Inhale, right heel pulls up and back. Exhale, right foot through. On back toes, inhale, crescent pose, lift. Exhale, lean out halfway, shift forward to warrior three. Inhale, rise to stand, left knee to the chest. Lion's breath, hands to heart. Inhale, both arms to the sky. Exhale, float back to third warrior. Bend the right knee, crescent pose. Inhale, left toes land back of the mat. Hands to the mat as you exhale. Step back and lower slow. You could use your knees if it's best. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg floats. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, drive the heel back. Exhale, knee to nose, thigh to chest. Inhale, three leg down dog. Exhale, twist it to the right. Inhale, pull the leg up and back. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, crescent pose. Land in your body, rise up. Exhale, float out halfway, take flight, third warrior. Inhale to stand, arms up, knee to chest. Lion's breath, tongue out. Hands to the heart, touch in. Inhale, both arms to the sky. Exhale, float back to third warrior. Bend the left knee. Inhale, crescent pose. You land with grace. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step back, lower slow today. Inhale, never skipping a breath. Lift the heart up. Exhale, press back. Pause in downward facing dog or child's pose is there. Leave yourself alone. This is a meditation in motion. And if we're going to access that dimension of awareness, we have to take a second and maybe be with what's uncomfortable. Often meditation asks us to be with the things that cause discomfort or cause discomfort to arise at the surface of the mind. So can you just be with yourself for a second? Leave the lint on your mat. Leave your pose alone. You're aligned. And once you're aligned, you turn the attention back to the breath so you can calm what the Yoga Sutras refer to as the chitta vrittis, the fluctuations of the mind. We can't control the mind from checking out. The mind's going to do that. But the moment that you become aware that you've checked out, you have a choice. So what are you practicing today? Checking back in and doing the work, or staying checked out and falling into that conditioning and that habit? One last cycle here. Inhale, press the thighs back. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop, top of the mat. Flat back, inhale, one breath, one movement. Exhale, fold, a moving meditation. Chair pose, inhale, sit the hips back. Exhale, dive over straight legs. Inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, hands down, step back and lower slow. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee, outer right arm touch. Inhale, lift the leg up and back. Exhale, thigh to the chest. Inhale, float it back, don't fling it. Exhale, twist it over to the left. Inhale, strong muscles pull you up and back. Exhale, step the right foot through. Inhale, crescent pose, reach and rise. Exhale, lean out halfway, warrior three, you rise. Inhale to stand, arms above, left knee to chest, tongue out, hands to heart. Pull it in. Inhale, reach both arms up above. Exhale, float back to warrior three, a little pause. Inhale, crescent pose as you land and gaze above. Exhale, plant both hands down, step back, lower slow and descend. Inhale, cobra or up dog, you lift. Down dog, exhale. Left leg up last time. Left knee, left elbow as you connect. Inhale, pull the leg up and back, no rush. Exhale. nose, thigh to chest. Inhale, left leg pulls to the sky. Exhale, twist it to the right last time. Inhale, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Inhale, crescent pose as you lift up. Exhale, lean out, third warrior, you fly above your mat. Inhale, stand, right knee pulls to the chest. Lion's breath, full out. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, float back to third warrior. There's that little pause between breaths. Crescent pose, inhale, land, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, plant the palms down. Step back, lower, slow, or skip. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Down dog, exhale. Lift the right leg up, deep breath in. Exhale, step the right foot through. On back toes, inhale, rise to crescent pose and pause. Bring the hands overhead into prayer. Start to bend the elbows and bring prayer hands behind your head, as if your elbows could hug in towards your temples, and as if your forearms could press up toward the sky. Press your palms together and start to roll the shoulders down the back, imagining that you were rolling over a giant beach ball. Lift your gaze up as much as it feels right for you. You don't need to throw your head back. And then pull your breath through your nose, along the back of your throat, deep down into your belly as you lift your heart, your chest. Give it one last little moment there. Then inhale, lift both arms up, pull the ribs back, crescent pose. Open up to warrior two as you exhale, back foot spins flat. Right arm reaches forward and you heel toe the front right foot to intersect the back left arch. As you spread your arms away, you sense what in yoga we refer to as Vyana Vayu, the outward flow of energy. From the center of your heart, across your collarbones, down both of your arms, across your open palms, your hands. Reaching out wide, your arms draw you over center, so your head is over your heart is over your pelvis as you sit down and in. Stay with your breath. Flip your right palm to the sky. And on an inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the right leg. Reach the right arm up and overhead so you give that right leg a break. Imagine that you could drop the left hip down, lift the right hip up, and get a little more energy and space to lean slightly further back. Take one more inhale there. As you exhale, rebend the right knee. Place the right elbow to the right knee or the right hand inside of the right foot. Circle the left arm up and overhead, then down, around, in front of your face. Reach the left arm back, and as it circles to the sky, ground through your feet and inhale back to reverse triangle as we flow this 3 times. Inhale into reverse triangle. Exhale, right knee bends, right hand or elbow down. Inhale, left arm up and overhead. Exhale, circle the arm down and around. Inhale, reverse triangle for round 2. Lift the hip up and pull yourself back. Exhale, rebend the right knee, place the right hand down. Inhale, the left arm up and overhead. Exhale, circle it down and around all the way back. Inhale, straighten the right leg, sweep your right arm up and overhead for the last time. Exhale, rebend the right knee. Plant the right hand down. Inhale, left arm up and overhead. Exhale as it circles down and around. Inhale pulls you back to warrior 2. Pause there for a beat. Straighten the front right leg. Turn the right toes in to mirror the left. Turn your palms to face behind you. Bend your elbows and maybe bring your fists together, or come into reverse prayer, turning your palms to face each other. Kick your heels in, turn your toes out, bend your knees and sit down. Keep the crown of the head lifted. The palms or the fists pressing together as the chest spreads. And you're here for 5. Stay with your breath. Find one place for your eyes, whether they're opened or closed, for 4. Notice when you get caught in your head, in a narrative, in the future or the past, and come back in. Take one last inhale here, maybe sit a little bit deep. Then exhale, straighten both legs. Turn all 10 toes to face straight ahead. Drop the arms down by the sides. Let the shoulders slip down the back away from the ears. Place one hand on your heart. Place one hand on your belly. Close the eyes. Feel the beating of your heart. Feel the uptick maybe in the temperature of the body, or even the rate of the breath. Stay with yourself, stay with your experience. One sound of Om together here. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Drop your arms down by your sides. Inhale, circle the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold between your legs, catch opposite elbows, drop your head, attention still inside. And so to do whatever best moves you toward love. This moment is an opportunity. This moment, you have a choice to make. What are you practicing? Release the fingertips to the floor. Glance out halfway. Deep breath in. Feel the navel lift and support your back. Float the hands to the hips. Rise all the way up to the sky. Long spine, flat back. Spread the arms back out wide. Pivot the right toes forward. Rebend the right knee. Take a full reverse warrior here, what's also called the peaceful warrior. So maybe you feel that sense of equanimity and peace. Cartwheel the hands down as you exhale. Spin to your back left toes. Then step forward to the top of the mat and fold. Flat back inhale, take the rounding out. Forward fold, exhale, drop the head down. To the sky, inhale, press through the feet as you rise to stand. Hands to the heart as you exhale. Shift the weight into your left foot. Bring the sole of the right foot into your version of tree pose. So if you're feeling quite unsteady today, whether that's at the level of the body or the mind, you could give yourself permission and keep your right toes on the floor. Maybe the foot comes to the inner calf. Maybe it lifts above the knee and comes to the inner thigh. And then just bring the hands to the heart space. Find one place for the eyes. Left sole of the foot rooted down to the floor. You're in the body. Moving the breath along the back of the throat. You're activating the energy body. You know that there is no such thing as an unmoving tree, that would actually cause the tree to fall and break, and so you ride the waves. And the hands at the heart, remembering that as we practice together, we actually come into what's called heart coherence. From this place, take one more inhale. Turn the right knee forward, kick the right leg out toward your version of straight. Exhale, lower the right foot down to meet the left. Circle the arms up, we clear the slate. Deep breath in. Forward fold, exhale, deep full breath out. Chest out, inhale, pull the heart ahead. Exhale, plant the hands down, take a vinyasa if you'd like it. And if you'd rather not, then press back to down dog. Inhale, maybe cobra or upward facing. Down dog as you exhale. Left leg lifts, inhale. Left foot floats through, exhale. On back toes, inhale as you rise all the way up. Once again in crescent pose, bring the palms together to touch. Now, if the shoulders are tight, a lot of us can't do that with the arms overhead. So bring the hands in front of your head, in front of your face even, and give your shoulders space the palms can touch. And then from that place, start to bend the elbows. The outer arms are wrapping forward. The elbows are pointing straight ahead, not flaring out toward the sides. And then as the fingertips reach back, it's imagining that you could press the forearms toward the ceiling, or if this were upside down, like you were in a variation of headstand. As you stay with your breath, start to roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart to the sky, almost like a little Ustrasana or camel pose, an offering of your heart, of your practice today, of your full attention. Give it one last little moment there. Inhale, both arms to the sky, then take the back bend out by pulling the bottom ribs down, lifting the navel back up. Big inhale, crescent pose. Open up warrior two, exhale, sit down and in. Make the adjustments that you need to. It helps to look at the feet. Even if you've been practicing for decades, where did your feet land? Know where you are in space. Turn your gaze over your left middle finger, and then maybe you close the eyes and take your attention back inside. Maybe you find one place for your eyes, and then you do the work that no external teacher, no philosophy could ever do for you. Are you here right now or not? Are you running away? What is asking you to stay with it today? Particular emotion, sensation, thought, feeling. You know how to be with it, and you know how to be with it with love. Give it one last little moment there. On an inhale, straighten the left leg, lift the left palm to the sky, reverse triangle. As you lift the left hip up, you soften the right hip down, you find a little bit more of a reach back. Take one more inhale as you lean back. Then exhale, rebend the left knee. Left elbow could come to left knee. Left hand could come inside the foot. Inhale the right arm to the sky, circle it forward and down. Exhale, reach that arm all the way back. Inhale, reverse triangle. We flow this for 3 around the center of the body, that center of water. Exhale, rebend the left knee. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm forward, down, and back. Inhale, reverse triangle like a dance for 2. Exhale, extended side angle pose. You reach all the way through. Pull the right arm all the way back. Inhale, last reverse triangle, left leg straight, left arm overhead. Exhale, rebend the left knee. Inhale, right arm up and overhead. Exhale, circle the right arm back. Inhale to warrior two. Sit down, sit in, soften something. Corners of the eyes, hinge of the jaw, fingertips, shoulders, hips. One last inhale here. Exhale, straighten the front left leg. Turn the left toes in to mirror the right, parallel the outer edges of the feet. Turn the palms to face behind you one more time. Same flow, bend the elbows. Fists could come together or reverse prayer. Kick the heels in. Turn the toes out. Keep an upright spine and descend for 5. It doesn't need to be deeper to be effective or meaningful. It doesn't need to be different in order for it to be transformative. Can you stay with your experience, whether it's dull or intense? Can you trust those fluctuations of life? Last little moment here. On an inhale, straighten the legs. Turn all 10 toes forward once again. Exhale, drop the arms down by the sides, soften the shoulders away from the ears. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, hands on the body. And can you put your hands on your body, not like an alignment point, but as if it were a gesture of love? One last time, sound of Om together as a collective. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Through the nose, inhale. Out the mouth, drop the arms, exhale. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. And then this time, take the hands behind the back, catch and interlace the fingers, lift the knuckles up. Maybe the arms draw up and over the head, drop the head. You can bend the knees again here and give your spine some space. Notice if you're still stuck in the head, are you lifting the head up? Drop the head toward the earth, get out of the head. And as you breathe, notice those moments when you restrict the breath. Oftentimes, those are the moments where we vacated the body. We come back and in. Pull the heart forward. Keep the hands interlacing. Inhale, rise. Crown of the head to the sky as you stand. Exhale, spread the arms out. Pivot the left toes forward. Rebend the left knee. Reverse warrior. Inhale, left arm up and over. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, spin to your right toes, look forward, step forward for the last time today. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold and melt. Feel the space you've made. Inhale, circle and rise all the way up to the sky. Exhale, pull the hands to the heart. Shift the weight into the right foot and finding your version of tree pose. Left toes could stay in the arch of the right foot. Left foot could come to the inner calf. Left foot could draw up and into the inseam of the right thigh. Palms pressed together, the gesture of Anjali. Drop the gaze down and out. Gosh, you might even take a risk and close your eyes for a moment. And you ride this experience of body, breath, mind, and heart. And feeling within yourself that sense of trust. You know how to ride these waves. On an inhale, turn the left knee forward, kick the left leg out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the left foot down to meet the right. Circle both arms to the sky for the last time today. Exhale, forward fold. Pull the chest out. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank and lower slow on the same out breath. Final vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up on an inhale. Single pigeon pose as you exhale. Reach the left toes back, check behind you, make sure that that left leg is straight back behind you. And then take an inhale to lift the heart and exhale, slowly lower, maybe to the forearms or to a block for support. If single pigeon isn't right for you, any injury in the knee or history that just makes it less appropriate, knowing that you can always come onto your back instead and do reclining pigeon. Find a place that feels like love. And how often do we restrict and withhold that from ourselves? Modifications, not just in a yoga pose, but maybe even modifications in our life. We get caught in these shoulds and have tos. We create these little prisons or even big prisons for ourselves. Practice gives us an opportunity to see those unnecessary limitations and restrictions and really to break them open, to find a new way of being. And we find that new way of being first through the body. And then we get off the mat and we enter into our lives and we see if we can do that on our mats. Maybe we could do that with our words, our thoughts, our relationships, even our livelihood. And all of these things might start to shift. On an inhale, walk the hands, straighten both arms. If you're in single pigeon, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, spin the sole of the left foot back, and then reach the right leg all the way over to the left. Circle the left arm to the sky, coming into fallen triangle. Lift the right hip up, take an inhale, lean back. Exhale, left hand down, step right back to downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale your left leg up and back, and exhale, single pigeon pose or the version that's right for you. Reach the right toes back, take an inhale, lift the heart, and exhale, lower slowly into your version of it today. Close the eyes if you can, take the attention back inside of yourself. And there's a beautiful story that Rachel Naomi Remen tells of an elderly woman who lived the majority of her life with heart disease. It caused this pain in her chest throughout her life. And eventually she lived long enough that the medical science evolved so that she could have a surgery that took the pain away. She reflected back to Dr. Remen that once the pain was gone, she actually missed it. She was grateful to have a longer life and a healthier life. But she came to realize that the pain in her heart would always show up when she was misaligned in her values, when she was headed into a situation Her body would give her a warning. It was a form of intuition, and she never paid loving attention to it. How often in our own lives have we labeled something as bad or not good or wrong? Hindsight's always 20/20. We look back and we can see, oh, it was a sign. And so what if today the call was just to pay attention to all aspects of your life, the parts you like, the parts you don't, the parts that feel good, the parts that even feel bad, with a loving type of awareness. And this is the power of really deepening into a lived mindfulness practice. On an inhale, walk the hands back in, straighten the arms, lift the chest, tuck the right toes under. If you're in single pigeon, lift the right knee, slip the left leg all the way to the right, spin the sole of the right foot flat, lift the right arm up, take a breath. Exhale, lower the right hand down, step back to your last downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the knees to the mat, crawl the knees forward, cross the ankles behind you, roll onto the back. Keep the feet sitting bone distance. And with the heels underneath the knees, drop the arms down by the sides, press into the feet, lift the hips for bridge pose. You could keep the arms by the sides. You could hold the edges of the mat or catch one hand and then the next and roll the shoulders underneath you if it's appropriate and right. Stay with your breath, still here, even though maybe it's quieted, even though maybe it's slowed. Ujjayi is still there, moving in through the nose, along the back of the throat, and it's the same sound that you heard when you were in your mother's womb. And it's one of the reasons why this quality of breath is so soothing for us in our practice. Take one more inhale. Release the hands as you exhale. Lower slow, one vertebrae at a time until the sacrum, the low back, touches the mat. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall open. Place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And a variation on resonance breathing will extend the exhale out. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and let it go. Through the nose, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Out the nose, exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Through the nose, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Out the nose, exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it go. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Take a full breath out. Easy breath in. Easy breath out. Keep the eyes closed. Reach the hands down. Place the hands outside the knees, the thighs. Draw the knees back together to touch. Hug the knees in and rock yourself forward and up to sit. Find a comfortable seat for yourself. For some of us, that's with legs crossed. Place the palms face down onto the knees or the thighs today as you draw the upper arm bones back. Soften the chin slightly so that you grow a little bit longer out of the back of the neck. And then let go of any active form of pranayama or breathing, just a natural breath moving into and out of the body. And we won't be here for long, but a moment to sit with the subtle shifts and changes that occurred from you showing up, and paying loving attention today. There's nothing to do in this moment. There's no place to get to. Your job is not to stop your thoughts or make anything magical happen, but to rest in that dimension of awareness, the one inside of you, the one who knows, that can see life coming and going, the temperature shifting and changing, the sounds arising and passing, the inhale shifting and turning into an exhale, the sensations of the body moving from intense to relaxed. And for a moment in this dimension, this layer of awareness that is always already present, we land in trust that we can trust this body, we can trust this breath, and we can trust this life, even in the moments that are uncertain and challenging. And we practice so that we can be there for all of it. The celebration and the grieving, the joy and the sorrow. And so you just breathe. Inhale, knowing that you're breathing in. Exhale, knowing that you're breathing out. This breath. And then this next breath. And from this place, keeping the eyes closed, slowly recline all the way down onto the back. Let the arms drop down by the sides. Let the legs extend out ahead of you. Open the feet wide and land into a full and final rest in Shavasana. If you have more time today to stay, please. Otherwise, you might allow this next breath to be just a little bit more deep and full. And stretching the arms overhead if you're ready to transition, reaching through the toes. Hug the knees back into the chest. Either rock forward and back to sit or curl to one side and press your way back up, joining the palms together at the space of the heart as you bow your chin. Inhaling your thumbs to your forehead for clarity of thought. Your fingertips to your lips for thoughtfulness of speech. And your hands to your heart for consistency of action, allowing your practice to guide you through every dimension, through everything you're thinking, saying, and doing. Take a final deep breath in through the nose and open the mouth. Exhale, let it go. Namaste.
I hope you got to feel what it's like to truly embody those 6 dimensions. If you enjoy this style of yoga, visit interdimensionacademy.com, where you can learn more about our brand new 30-hour online holistic yoga flow teacher training. In the meantime, if you'd like to join these weekly practices live for free, sign up for my newsletter at laureneckstrom.com. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.